Hey guys, Keith from Kegland, and today we're talking about a new accessory for the Pill Hydrometer. Now, we have sold many tens of thousands of these all over the world, and they've been a fantastic and popular device to basically take that gravity reading out of your fermenter and relay that to the internet or a Bluetooth bridge device, so then you can track the process online and set profiles up which change the temperature of your fermentation throughout the process. But one slight annoyance that some customers have had is needing to open the pill up like this and plug in the USB Type-C cable to charge the device. Now, obviously it's not that hard to take the case off, but it is important to remember that every time that you remove the casing and put it back together, if you haven't done it up to the same torque level, then what you can end up with is it being slightly bigger or smaller, because essentially when you tighten it up more, the housing is getting slightly smaller, and that can put the calibration out a little bit. Now, an easy way to overcome that is just mark with the texter, which I showed on another video. So you're always doing it up to the same level, and that kind of overcomes that. But what makes it even easier really is to just be able to get the pill out of the fermenter, give it a wash, and stick it on a Wi-Fi charger. Now, we did have one of our customers do this on the Facebook Homebrew community group. So they posted up a picture of them making their own one, and we thought, look, it's about time we actually did this ourselves. So thanks to that person, we have basically built a Wi-Fi charging kit just like this, which is an accessory sold separately to the pill. Now, the benefit of this is once you screw that thing together, you're never really going to have to open this thing again. Look, until you have to change the lithium-ion battery, but that could be like, 5-10 years away. You never have to open it, meaning the O-rings are going to last longer. It also means that you don't really have to calibrate it ever again because you're not actually opening the housing. You don't really have to calibrate it. Just do one calibration the first time and then that's it. But just for convenience, it's just a lot easier just to be able to do the Wi-Fi charging. So inside the kit, this is what comes included, and let me show you, and I'll show you how to put the charging coil into the pill and how to assemble the whole thing and use it. So inside the kit, you get the Wi-Fi charging base, which just looks like that, and you also get a USB Type-C cable. Look, if you've got a pill, you've probably already got a cable, but we're sending you out another one just in case. Also, please don't lose these. These are important. These are the new weights. So you basically have to remove the old weights and put these new weights on because the pill board is essentially changing in weight when we do this. And of course, we've got the charging coil itself. Now, this is a QI certified charger. So if you've got another Wi-Fi device, like a mobile phone or something like this, you can also use this charger for that application as well. So, that might help you justify this to the missus. So what you've got here is basically the pill at the moment, and you have to pull off the weights like this, basically. So you've got these weights at the top and bottom of the pill, and then what you have to do is replace them with these new weights. It's good to do this type of thing, especially on a stainless bench like this, with the battery removed, because I obviously don't want to get the pill, put this onto a stainless counter and short circuit some of the circuits on the back of the pill. So I'm going to basically remove the battery for this application. Now I've got these new weights. The weights are slightly different to the old ones. So I've got one which goes on the bottom here like this. So just bang it on there, right at the end. And then I've got the new weight for the top here, like this. I think the pills as they come out of the box, I think I only have a weight at the bottom actually, come to think of it. So yeah, basically I've got a weight at the bottom and a weight at the top now. Now what I've got to do is get this coil. Now this is probably the hardest bit to do. Not that it's that complicated, but it just has to be done correctly. So you'll notice what we've got is a bit of spongy foam here. We've got the charging coil and we've got a bit of double-sided adhesive tape here, right? So what we have to make sure is that this coil sits into the base of the pill. So see the pill's got a slightly sort of raised little knob right down the bottom. You can sort of touch it with your finger there. We've got to make sure that this donut essentially is sitting around that circular bit of plastic at the base so it aligns perfectly. So when you put this down like that, we've got to make sure it's aligned like that. Now, if it's not quite aligned, let's say if I've got this and the charging cable is slightly off center like that, you'll notice that that bit of plastic can essentially crush the wire, and then this will not work, and it may even damage the wire antenna. So basically, you've got to make sure it's centered. That's the most important thing. So what I'm going to do is peel this off, and then carefully, I'm going to basically put this on the bottom of the pill here like that. So I've got the cutouts for these two spongy bits. So notice it's not a these two sponges and the adhesive is not over the whole diameter. It's basically, you know, like a half moon shape, I suppose you might say. So that half moon shape sticks to where the weight is on the bottom here. So basically I'm just going to go like this, really trying to get it as absolutely as close to center as I possibly can, like that. Now, don't push it on too hard, because if you haven't got it quite right, you'll need to reposition it. So I'm just going to go like that. Then I'm just going to have a quick test, make sure that's in the right position. And I put this down into the casing like that. And as you can see, perfect. So not that difficult to do, but it has to be done correctly at this point. So just sliding that in, and yep, I can see that coil is nesting right at the base, and you know, the board's right at the base of it there. So, you know, perfect. So now I've got that correct, I'm going to put the battery back in. Another common mistake for guys using the pill is they put the battery in the wrong orientation. So look for the positive, so the little positive there, and negative. And then I can see in the battery cradle, I've got a positive here and a negative here. So make sure you do this correctly. So positive to positive, negative to negative. So got the positive there, and then I'm going to push that in against the other positive terminal there, like that. Make sure that your pill has really good contact on the top and bottom points as well. We did notice some people, when we had the first pills released, they had this slightly older battery cable, and some of those, we noticed that some of these terminals here could get a little bit bent, and then if they squashed too flat, even though the battery looked like it was in there, the terminals weren't pushing on the battery hard enough as well. But we have fixed that, so all the new pills basically that are manufactured now have a new manufacturer of the battery cable, battery cradle. But if you've got one of the old ones, just double check this when you're putting the battery in. If it doesn't feel like the terminals are touching hard enough, what you can do is just get a screwdriver and bend this terminal out a little bit as well. So just bend it out so it's pushed closer to the battery, and that'll make a really, really good solid connection. So if you find you've got a pill that just disappears offline or something like that, or the telemetry just stops coming through at some point and doesn't come back, you know, that has been one of the most common issues that we've seen, but really, really easy to fix and troubleshoot that one. So anyway, yeah, get the battery, matching that up, pushing it in like that, and then of course I've got the Type C cable, so I'm plugging that in there. So as you can see now, what's going to happen is the power is going to come in via this charging coil, and then come up here and then go into the socket. So pretty straightforward. Put this back into the housing like so, and then just screw it together as you normally would. Now, after we've done this process, I would highly recommend doing 2-point calibration. The weights are slightly different. So generally with the stock standard pill, the 1-point calibration, look, honestly, it was quite accurate anyway. It gives most people a fairly suitable level of accuracy. But with this new charging cable, one thing I would say, yeah, just go to that little extra effort and do 2-point calibration. 2-point calibration can be really, really straightforward. It can be easy as you're going to be, you know, putting this in sanitizer anyway. So you can drop the pill into your normal sanitizer solution, which has, you know, a bit of Stellarsan or phosphoric acid based sanitizer or something in there. And because it's only got a tiny bit of acid, generally the gravity is 1 or pretty much the same as water anyway. So you can calibrate that first point, and then when you chuck it into your wort, you generally know the starting gravity of your wort, you know, so you can check that with a conventional hydrometer or something like that, and then just calibrate those 2 points. It takes literally a couple minutes to do on the access point mode on this. If you don't know how to do that, look, there's plenty of instruction sheets on how to do that, and I showed that in another video as well. So yeah, do that 2-point calibration process. Anyway, simple as that. Obviously make sure you plug in this into your USB socket. It doesn't have to be like a fast charge or anything like that, because, you know, for the pill, it only has relatively slow charging anyway. So even though it does use a USB Type C socket, and the socket has high level of capacity for faster charging, the very compact module that we fit into this housing is not a very fast charging module anyway. So make sure to give it a really full charge. If you're doing this for the first time, we recommend leaving the pill on the charger for 24 hours. Even if the light shows that it's solid green, showing that it's fully charged, still leave it there for 24 hours. And the reason why we do that is also so the pill battery can calibrate correctly. That's important because we've got like basically the software on board on the pill. It wants to see a long constant charge level to say that is 100% charge on the battery, and then it can work out, and then the brain inside here can go, yes, that's 100%, and that way when once it's calculated and calibrated 100% by being on the charger for a long period, that 100% charge will be seen online. So it's really important so the pill can calibrate itself to leave it on there for a good 24 hours when you first get the device and put it on the charger. So another little tip there for you. Well, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoy the new Wi-Fi charging module that we've got for the pill as an accessory. Look, I think it makes the pill even better than it already was, so hope you enjoy using it. Now, if you want to hear about any of the new products, definitely subscribe now. Bottom right-hand corner, hit subscribe. And of course, join our homebrew community group. We've got a Facebook homebrew community group where a lot of you guys are coming up with these ideas, sharing them with us, and it means that this stuff is made for you. So for the benefit of everybody in the community, please share your ideas. We're really keen to hear what all you guys have to say. And you know, a lot of the time it means that these types of products come into fruition. So yeah, thanks for your help and thanks for all your feedback, guys. Really appreciate it, and see you on the next video. See you next time. Bye.